Some signs of domestic abuse, like bruises and scars, are obvious, but others not everyone sees right away. And as Tina Martin shows us, one program is now teaching hairstylists how to tell if their client may be in trouble.
In over 30 years in business, Naz Kapelian has built a special relationship with his clients.
They ask you for advice. It could be about clothes, it could be about something they're buying.
The one-on-one time also makes it easy for Kapelian to spot when something is wrong, like he did with one client years ago.
There was a client came in with a fiance, and he sat right next to her, holding her hand, and I thought it was odd, and I thought it was like a bit controlling.
He didn't know it then, but Kapelian was watching the beginning of an abusive relationship.
Didn't see the client for about maybe 5 months, and then when I saw her, she has told me that she had to get a restraining order.
Since then, Kapelian and his staff attended a Cut It Out training, a national program that helps stylists recognize the signs of domestic abuse.
1 out of every 3 women over the course of her lifetime will find herself in a violent relationship.
Middlesex District Attorney Marion Ryan has been conducting trainings since 2009 for professionals and students like this group at the Keefe Technical High School cosmetology program.
Folks who are providing these kind of personal care services may see injuries that are unique in many cases to domestic violence, but that aren't always visible to everybody else. So, for instance, those include things like missing clumps of hair. A lot of times there are strangulation marks, bruises at the base of the neck.
Statewide, there were more than 44,000 restraining orders issued last year, 5,000 of them in Middlesex County. Of course, many domestic violence victims never call police. The hope with this program is that they will get help from their hairdresser.
People tend to often have long-term relationships with their personal care providers.
The training covers the signs of abuse and what a stylist can do, which is offer resources to help. It's a lot for aspiring hairstylist Manoa Viana to think about.
I feel like if you're in that type of situation, it must be very hard to contain your emotions sometimes, and especially if you're feeling vulnerable, and that's something that I need to be on the lookout for.
Oh, I could do 5 o'clock, absolutely.
Naz Kapelian says since the Cut It Out training, he's kept these brochures in his salon and can now spot signs of abuse. He'd encourage a client to get help. It's something he wishes he could have done for the client years ago, whom he now realizes was in trouble.
I would have recognized it before, but I didn't know that much about it. But after the program, now I know.
And District Attorney Marion Ryan says knowing is the first step to helping. Tina Martin, WGBH News.
A bill that would require cut-it-out training for cosmetology license applicants is expected to be filed in the state legislature this session.